Hello, everybody. Welcome to Lunch with Lisa. Today, we're going to talk about how other people's energy affects us. So, for any of you that don't know me, my name is Lisa Warner, and I am the author of this book, The Simplicity of Self-Healing. I'm a teacher of energy and consciousness, and co-coach Tanya Rutter and I have created this Facebook group, the Soul Source Healing. That's it. All right. So if you're not a member of this group, if you're watching and you're not a member of Soul Source Healing, come on over and join us. So welcome, everybody. Oh, hey, Connie. Nice to see you. Thanks for hopping on today. So today I wanted to talk about how other people's energy affects us, because most of the time we don't really realize that our energy is being affected by other people. We don't even realize that our energy, the feelings and thoughts that are going through our head, the energies that we are feeling. Yay, I'm glad you're live with me today, Connie. That's awesome. If you have any questions, feel free to pop them in the chat. Oh, and Donna, hey. Nice to see you too. Yeah, if anybody has any questions, please feel free to pop them in the chat. I'll be more than happy to answer anything. So anyway, when we're feeling down, when we're feeling depressed, when we're feeling anxious or fearful, do you realize that those energies do not belong to us? They are not intrinsically our own energies. How do we know this? Because we are infinite beings. We are fully part and parcel of source energy. And when we are fully connected to who we are, we feel really good. We're in the flow. We're in the flow of source. And when we are in the flow, when we are fully connected, when we are being our full, true, authentic selves, we feel good. We're in the flow. We're in harmony with the rest of the universe. And then we're happy. We're just at peace within ourselves. And that's when we are connected to our own energy. That's who we are intrinsically. You know, when we're born, when we hop into these bodies, we choose as a soul to come into a body. We get born into this planet in this little baby body. Little babies are not born with anxiety and fear and doubt and, self-judgment. It just isn't. They're a blank slate. Each and every one of us was that blank slate. Each and every one of us was just unconditional love. When you look at a baby, what do you feel? Unconditional love, right? That's because that's all the energy there is there. Like, there is no fear or doubt or anger. You don't ever feel that with the baby. So what happens when we start feeling those things in ourselves is that we have taken those energies on from the outside world. So how does this happen? Well, think about it. When we look at the news, we see some like real injustice in the news, and we get angry. We feel outraged that these things can go on and nobody does anything about it. Or we read a really sad story in the newspaper about, a village getting wiped out by a tsunami. And we feel sadness. We feel compassion for these people. But we feel like, wow, what's happening on the planet? When a loved one wants us to do something, but we don't do it, and they get angry, then we feel bad. Like, they're like, well, you should be doing this. Why? And then we kind of feel bad about it. Well, all of these energies that, the fear, the doubt, the anxiety that we feel in our own bodies is always a reaction to something that we see in the outside world. So that energy that we're reacting to, how we feel ashamed or guilty or fearful or whatever it is that we're feeling that's negative, that reaction is coming from looking at something in the outside world. So the energy that is being generated within us, our reaction, is actually energy that is tied to the external world event, the person, the place, the thing, whatever that was. So that external energy, the energy from the outside world, has now invaded our personal energy space. And then we have the reaction to it. So this is how other people's energy is affecting us all the time. We are part of a large human collective. Every human on the planet's consciousness is part of this human collective. So it's sort of like a big soup, and we are all pureed into that soup. So it's very easy for us to take on external energies from other people that make us really feel not very good. So how do we stop this? The way to stop this phenomenon from happening is to start being really clear about who we are as a being. Be really clear about our own energy. When you know what your own energy feels like, without anybody else's energy, if the outside world didn't exist at all, who would you be? How would you feel? You would just feel at peace and ease because you were just connected to all of the rest of the universe. We're just connected to source. We are source energy. That is who we are, pure source consciousness. We are each individuated aspects of source consciousness, of all that is. And when we're just being purely who we really truly are at our core, we're just in peace and ease and bliss. We're at the highest frequency possible. And that's just really very, very enjoyable. So when we start to realize what our own energy feels like, then we can start to discern when somebody else's energy invades our space. And it doesn't really matter where it came from, who it came from, how it got there. All that matters is that we can start to notice, hey, is this actually my energy? Like, wait a minute. No, that does not feel like my energy. That doesn't feel like my energy at all. That doesn't belong to me. And once we start realizing that these energies do not belong to us, it makes it a whole lot easier to get rid of them. Because if it's making us feel bad and it belongs to somebody else or something else, it's easier to send it back. So, when the postman delivers a package to your front door and says, here, sign for this, and you say, what is it? And it's like, I don't know. And it's something you don't want. It's like, hey, it doesn't belong to me. No, I'm not going to sign for it. Take it back and find who it belongs to. Right? Energy isn't, just because we feel an energy doesn't mean that that energy belongs to us. It doesn't need to take up residence in our space. This is why it's so important to be able to set up your own energetic boundaries so that you're really super clear about the energies that are inside the boundaries are your own energies, and the energies outside the boundaries belong to everybody else. And the energies that belong to everybody else can stay outside of your own personal space. So developing a daily habit of checking in. What energies are in my space? Start to notice. Instead of just saying, oh my God, I'm feeling so anxious today. Or, oh my gosh, I'm really depressed today. All right, well, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at the energy behind that. Because we have two things going on. We have energy and we have the emotion that's attached to the energy. So when we're feeling anxiety, we're feeling the emotion, but we're not looking at the fact that that's actually an energy. So we have to be able to discern between the emotion and the energy, because it's really hard to get rid of our emotions. It's hard to change our emotions, but it's simple to change energy. So we can, when we start to look at the difference between energy and emotion, we can start to much easier clear out the energies that don't belong to us. So today I invite you to look in your energy space. What have you been feeling today? What have you been feeling over the last week? Have you been feeling less than happy, less than joyful, less than at peace, less than at ease? If so, what energies have you been feeling? And do they belong to you? Plain and simple, if it doesn't feel good, it doesn't belong to you. If it doesn't feel good, it is something that is out of harmony with your being. So anything that doesn't feel good, the answer to the question, is this mine? The answer is always no, unless we grapple with it. It's like, oh my God, why is it here? Why am I feeling like this? What's wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with you. There's other people's energy in your space. So start to become aware of what energies belong to you. Hint, everything that feels good, that's your energy. That's the stuff that's in alignment with you. It's what's in harmony with you. The stuff that feels good is the stuff that we can own, because it's authentically in harmony, in resonance with who we are. Anything else, anything that doesn't feel good, anything that feels less than at peace and ease and harmony and joy, those energies do not belong to us. So let's start becoming super aware of what energies you guys are feeling. And when you're feeling down in any way, start to look in your energy field. What energy is that? What energy are you feeling? So you look at the emotion. Well, I'm feeling depressed. I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling afraid. I'm feeling scared. I'm feeling lonely. Look at those energies and then start to ground them out. Get rid of those energies because they don't belong to you. If you need help with this, please reach out. We have all kinds of private coaching, group coaching, team coaching, individualized coaching, all kinds of coaching packages available. So if you need help with managing your personal energy space, we've got lots of things coming up for your enjoyment and your education, so that you can start to learn how to develop a daily routine to start to manage your energy space. A daily routine of checking in with yourself, checking in with your energy, connecting, grounding, clearing, balancing your energy field. So these are simple, super practices, like super simple practices that if we do them on a daily basis, they make huge differences in our lives. So we'll be teaching courses on how to manage your personal energy on a daily basis. Super simple stuff, but really highly effective in helping to manage your emotions, manage your energy space, keep your energy clear, clean, balanced, and in harmony. And then life just starts flowing easier and easier. The more you are in full personal integrity, the more that you have all of your own energies in your own space and allow everybody else's energy to be outside of your space, life becomes a whole different scenario. It becomes a lot more pleasant place to live when you're living in your own energy rather than with a whole bunch of other people's energy influencing you. So I hope that this was helpful. Thank you for watching with me today. We look forward to another Lunch with Lisa next week. And anybody that has any questions or any topics that you would like me to cover, please shoot me a message. Let me know, reply underneath this video. I would be happy to talk about any topics that you guys would like me to talk about. Tanya as well. So let us know what you want. So until next week. Oh, next week is Thanksgiving. We may do lunch with Lisa on a different day. I'll have to think about that. We'll let you know. Okay. So anyway, until next time, thank you for joining me. And I'll look forward to seeing you again for the next episode of Lunch with Lisa. So thanks for joining me, everybody. If you need help, please reach out. Send us a personal message or just reach out in the group here and we'll get in touch with you. Thanks so much. Create for yourselves a great weekend. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.